Why people do not trust my offer, and why it was never about your copy. You send the traffic. Someone clicks through, reads the page, maybe even opens two or three of your follow up emails. Then, right at the point where they should buy, they stall. Sometimes they ask you directly, is this legit? Is this a scam? Who are you actually? Sometimes they just go quiet and never come back. You rewrite the landing page, you soften the subject lines, you add another testimonial. The next batch of subscribers does the exact same thing. If you have been asking yourself why people do not trust my offer, the answer is probably not sitting anywhere in your funnel. Why people do not trust my offer is not a design question. The instinct is to treat hesitation like a conversion problem because conversion problems feel solvable. Change the headline, shorten the copy, add urgency, remove urgency, try a different color button. Some of that work is worth doing on its own merits, but it assumes the reader arrived at your page as a blank slate, evaluating your specific offer on its specific merits. That is not what is happening. The reader arrived already suspicious, and the suspicion was installed somewhere else, long before they ever saw your link. The inbox trained them to be suspicious. Anyone running a safe list or credit mailer list is competing for attention in an inbox that has been worked over by years of lookalike offers. Same layout, same urgency language, same vague income claims, same recycled testimonials with stock photos attached. Most of those offers were not built to deliver anything. They were built to look exactly credible enough to get one click before the reader figured out what happened. After enough of those, a reader stops evaluating offers individually and starts pattern matching against the category. Unfamiliar sender, similar format, promise of results. The brain files it under the same folder as everything else that burned them, whether or not it belongs there. That reaction fires before your headline gets read, before your proof gets seen, before anything about your specific offer is considered at all. This is why polishing your funnel keeps producing the same flat result. You are optimizing a page the reader has already prejudged. The stall, the is this legit question, the disappearance right before the click. None of it is a verdict on your offer. It is a defensive reflex the market conditioned into them, aimed at anything that resembles the thing that hurt them before, and your page resembles it whether you intended that or not. What actually rebuilds trust? If the suspicion is category level, the fix has to work at the level of the person, not the page. Generic proof does not help here because generic proof is exactly what the scam offers also produce. Fake or real, a testimonial reads the same on the screen. What breaks the pattern is specificity that would be expensive or pointless to fake. Your own name attached consistently across every touch point, a traceable history a reader can verify in under a minute, direct answers to the skeptical question instead of a page that pretends the skepticism does not exist. A marketer who addresses, "Is this a scam?" openly before the reader has to ask it, is doing something the impersonation offers structurally cannot do, because answering it honestly requires having nothing to hide. This also means accepting a slower kind of trust building than most funnel advice promises. You are not persuading a stranger in one-page view. You are proving across repeated contact that you are not the thing they have learned to expect. That takes consistency more than cleverness. The same voice, the same identity, the same follow-through, showing up enough times that the pattern match starts to break in your favor instead of against you. It will not happen from a single rewritten email, and no amount of urgency language speeds it up. If anything, urgency language moves you closer to the pattern the reader is defending against, not further from it. None of this means your copy or your landing page cannot be improved. Plenty of pages genuinely are unclear, cluttered, or slow to get to the point, and that is worth fixing on its own. But fixing those things will not resolve a suspicion the reader brought with them from somewhere else. Conflating the two is what keeps marketers rewriting pages that were never actually the obstacle. Trust is a market condition now. The subscribers stalling on your list are not reacting to a flaw unique to your offer. They are reacting to years of accumulated damage done by offers that looked almost exactly like yours and were built to exploit that resemblance. Once you see the stall this way, the question stops being why people do not trust my offer specifically and becomes a different, more answerable one. What would make you identifiably different from everything that trained them to hesitate in the first place? That is not a landing page fix. It is a positioning and identity fix, and it is the actual work in front of you. If you want to see what that looks like built into a system instead of patched onto one, start here.